Last week I was gifted this amazing delivery box meal service from Yumjar, and this is me in real time realizing that when they mean zero waste, they truly mean zero waste. Stick around to the end of the video to see me make this sun-dried tomato and red capsicum pasta. It was absolutely delicious and super easy to make. I was really impressed that Yumjar actually meant zero waste. As you can see here when I'm unpacking all the vegetables, there is no plastic packaging. Even the lasagna sheets came in a little brown paper bag, and all of your sauces come in these recycled jars, which have obviously been cleaned to a commercial standard. But I was so impressed by the fact that they truly meant zero waste. Keeping with that same ethos, I made sure I washed all of my vegetables and stored them correctly for the least amount of waste. If you have the means to, I'd highly recommend you invest in a salad spinner. I stored the lettuce and also the bok choy and the celery that came in the box in these containers to make sure that I wasn't wasting any during the week. I then unpacked all of the different sauces and I sorted them by their numbers on the top of the jars. My top tip for storing spring onions is to put them in a little jar like I have here and fill it up with water, and you can store that in the side door of your fridge. Alright, that's enough prep for now, so let's get on to making this beautiful pasta. Yumjar do not send the recipe cards in the box, which is another way that they are zero waste. You simply download the PDF straight from their website, and then I'm going to be using all of the jars with the label number 1 on them for this meal. I got my pasta water boiling, and then I chopped up the zucchinis and dusted them with a light sprinkling of salt and pepper. Yumjar sent the exact proportions, so all I had to do was open the jar and tip it into the water. Once the zucchinis were lightly seared on both sides and the pasta was ready, all I had to do was tip in the pre-made sauce. That's it. That's how easy this meal was. I was apprehensive about both the serving size and the taste, but I can wholeheartedly say that I enjoyed every single portion. The pre-made sauce, all I had to do was tip it in and heat it up. It was far easier than I could have imagined, and then the toasted almonds that they also included, you just sprinkled that on top, and then I grated some of my favorite vegan cheese. That's it. It was done. It was so much easier than I thought. Returning the jars to Yumjar is very easy. They have their own driver who delivers not only the boxes, so you don't have to rely on a courier, but their pickup service is really good as well. Thanks again to the team at Yumjar who gifted me a week's worth of meals to try. If you'd like to see what other meals I tried, stay tuned here to my platforms and leave a comment below if you would try this meal box service.